It looks like it's a nice day, and it is, but it's getting hot out there. So that means it's time for another video. I got a new cordless hole puncher. This is the 509 Midsize Tactical. With acquiring this, I have the complete set, the full size, the midsize, and the compact. And I got most everything I want to do to it, except for an apex trigger. And hopefully that'll be here soon and be included in this video of installing. Because I always see people talking about that, so I might add into this video how I do it. But obviously there's the tactical. On this one I'm going to put the Hollow Sun EPS with the 6 MOA green dot. I have a TLR X to go on there and a Parker Mountain comp. This is the ultimate because there is the duty model. So we'll kind of throw all this stuff on and go over. I'm not really going to show putting the light or the sight on. That's kind of easy because it's got the plate. But let's do the compensator real quick because show you how I do it. It's fairly easy. You just take your time. It's a little bit of time consuming, but I think if you follow this way, it makes it easier. So you don't waste your time and don't end up having to kind of go back to this method. So give me a sec. Alright, so when I first started buying these comps, I went ahead and bought Parker Mountain's little block that they make to kind of, it's made for you to put this in a vise. So I got the thread protector off. I had to go get a pair of channel locks because they had that thing on there. I've screwed the comp all the way on, so you can see it's upside down almost to the 12 o'clock, or the top is facing almost the 6 o'clock position. So can't do that one-handed. I want to get it to there with shims about 11, where this is, the top is at the 11 o'clock position. So knowing that it's going that far, I'm probably going to use, I'm going to start out with a 10 and a 5. I'm going to put those on and see where it stops. And then basically rinse, wash, and repeat till I get it to basically hand tight stop here, so that I can then take a crescent wrench and then apply force to get it to there. They have this in a video because there's the QR code that comes with instructions, but basically either follow this or follow their instructions, and this will take about like 30 minutes or so, you know, because it's trial and error. So you wanna go slow, get it to the right positions, and then finally cinch it down. One thing to note is putting these on this, your barrel doesn't come out anymore unless you take this off. So that's not something you want, then I don't recommend a comp. Oh, another thing with a comp, I have had the ammo not cycle because I had the higher spring, and then adding a comp, you had to put the other spring in. This one already had the yellow in. I think the yellow's the lighter spring. So I'm gonna do the shims now, and then probably when I come back, I'm gonna let you know what shims I have, and we'll be at the vise to finish this install, because this is pretty much easy. It's just time consuming. All right, I found a pattern. 2 10s and the .002 got me to the about 11 o'clock position. So now I can go to the vise and use the vise grips, or the not the vise grips, the my other pliers or whatever, and tighten this down to match the contour of the barrel. Quick note, keep these in their slots. I use like these hemostats to dig out one of these, or when I needed one. That way I don't mix up the sizes. But like I said, I had to use 2 of the 10s and the one 002, and it got to me to where I needed to be. I did try 110 and then a 10 and a 5, and then had to use the 2 10s. Tried to use the 2 10s with the 5. That put me a little bit closer to the 12 o'clock position that I wanted. So then I took the 5 off and put the 2 in, and that's where I needed to tighten it down. They send you some red thread locker. I haven't really used that, I don't think. I'm going to use it on this one. But anyway, yeah. So be careful with these so you don't mix them up. And let's go to the vise. Give me a sec. Alright, we're locked in the vise, and this is what this Duralum piece from Parker Mountain does. It holds your upper slot in the vise so that you can tighten the barrel down, or the compensator down, and match the wings here to the contours of the slide. So I can't do this one-handed, so give me a sec and I'm going to get it tightened down like it should be. So I got it tightened down with the crescent wrench, what I was trying to say earlier, and I like to flip it over with the barrel seated so that you can see this little gap. And what I'm looking for is that, let me turn this way, maybe you can see that. This side looks similar to this side, it's equal. So that know that the compensator is straight up and down. And I got it in the 12 o'clock position. So let's take it out real quick. Alright, you can see it's installed at the 12 o'clock, and that's the easy way to do it, which is basically follow Parker Mountain's instructions. It takes a little bit of time, so be patient and you'll get it installed. So let's go put the other parts on, or the accessories. Alright, other than installing the trigger, which I'm waiting on to show up in the mail and should include in this video, I got everything put together for the midsize, and here I have the whole family together. So the midsize, full size, and compact. So now I need, besides the trigger, I need another holster to accommodate this one so it has its own. Anyway, hopefully we'll be doing the trigger install, and I'll be back for that. Alright, my trigger finally showed up in the mail, so I'm going to install it. I have a block and the tools, and I usually have the video just in case, because make sure I do put the sear in correctly. The frame's the easy part with respect to the pin that everybody has trouble with. I found it's easier just to sit on the floor and do this because my floor is solid. So, and that's it's definitely not going to move when I'm punching out that pin. That can be a pain. And actually, I think I've had more issue putting it back than driving it out. So anyway, this is how I change mine out. So you can pretty much find the how-to video of that Apex put out on how to do it. It's just because I know a lot of people are interested in the jig that they make. I would say if you've never done anything like this, that would probably be something to get, but they're usually hard to come by because they're always out of stock, it seems. I have the block. It works well for me, so I'm going to change this out and get this installed. But anyway, give me a sec. Alright, that took me a minute. the infamous pin on this one didn't want to come out. I managed to get it out, and I got the trigger changed. So with the Apex, I have seen that an Apex striker may also improve even more for the trigger feel. So I might get one and try that. I think I mentioned that before, but I'll at least get one, throw one in to one of the pistols and go from there. But now this collection is complete. They're all three are the way I want them, other than trying the striker. That'll be something I'll try. Just I'm not like gonna go and actively do that. I'll get one whenever and check that out. But anyway, yeah. If you gotta change one of these out, make sure you watch the videos a couple times. I always watch the video when I change that piece out, just to make sure I'm putting it back together correctly. You would think after doing this 3 times I would pretty much know how to do that, but it's been kind of spaced out, so it's not like I'm doing it every day. Let's see. So probably over close to a year I've done the 3, changing out to the Apex. So yeah. Anyway, like, subscribe, leave a comment, question, whatever. Later.